What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Slate D Biggs for AnimeMCS, back with another Chainsaw Man chapter review. Today we're talking chapter 70. Baby Jesus, it was crazy. As the other Chainsaw Man chapters have been recently, this chapter was insane. So it starts off with the doll devil in pieces, lying on the ground looking up at Denji, who is looking quite fierce, while he's wringing blood out of a half puppet, half human onto his head. She totally could have avoided him getting powered up if they were full puppets, you know? Kind of a fuck up on her part. Its part, whatever. This is not the end for the doll devil, though, as you would expect. Not at this point, anyway. Because at the end of the chapter... Oh, wow. The doll devil has puppets all over the earth, and their brains are all linked, so any of the puppets at any moment could become Santa Claus. I mean, anyone that Denji meets at any time, any puppet that he has just has to touch another person and they become a puppet too. He could get attacked at any moment, any time of the day. Anyone he knows. It could happen at any time. The doll devil is a little mad at Denji because Denji doesn't seem to be taking it seriously. Like, he's just giving fucking one-liners while the doll's trying to explain, like, you can't comprehend constantly being stalked by death. I think you're just too stupid and ignorant. You are big smooth brain. You know, Denji's been through a lot, but he always comes out on top. And he's getting a little cocky, he's feeling himself, you know. I thought he was pretty hilarious in this chapter, giving us one-liners like, if Santa Claus is coming to town, hope he comes on a weekday, 'cause I have Sundays off. Go on, make me use my imagination. Dumb it down so even an immortal like me will understand. Like, come on, dude. You're a little too full of yourself. While Denji was fighting the doll devil, where the hell was Quan Chi? Well, you flip the page and you're greeted with Denji's head going flying. She just chopped his head off. Truce is over, buddy. I mean, it's cool that she gave Denji an opportunity and they fought together, kind of, but I mean, she's still the enemy, dude. Like I said, he was feeling himself, you know, he couldn't help it. He is a badass, and that's all fine and dandy, but this moment that happens after Denji gets his head cut off is where the chapter just goes absolutely bonkers. We all like the meme of the Halloween girl fiend, but prepare for this absolutely nasty power. It's insane, guys. So all of those moments that we've been seeing this fiend use her power, she just says Halloween, and then we see the other person start repeating Halloween back. And we learn what happens in their head at this moment. So if she directs her power at you, it sucks you into her mind. And her name is Cosmo because she is the Cosmos Devil. Everything. The fear, the unknown fear of everything. This particular time, the way that Cosmo brings her into her mind is pretty damn funny. She does a Halloween Hameha. Halloween! The doll devil, who has consumed some of the darkness devil's flesh, is still thinking that it's hot shit. And I guess it's still technically Toka's master, and that really bothers me. I'm sick of calling her Toka's master. Give us this girl's name, come on. Unless we've gotten it already and I'm just a dum-dum. She claims that psychological attacks of any kind aren't gonna work on her because through the Doll Devil's contract and the Darkness Devil's power, she is linked mentally with all the other puppets around the world. She even feels cool enough to try and slide a slick metaphor out there. Your attack will be as meaningless as trying to dye the ocean red with a single drop of blood. And then this bitch seriously says, are you even capable of comprehending that? Check it out. This mental world that she's been sucked into is a giant library full of books, like stacked. The Cosmos Fiend. What an insane power. So, what she is about to do to the Doll Devil, Tolka's master, whatever the hell you call her, basically, she's going to suck all of the information from every book in this library, which contains every piece of information in existence. It's going to all flood into her head at once. And by the end of it, she's going to be left only being able to think about Halloween. Tolka's master is pretty confident that she already understands the universe through just consuming a little piece of the Darkness Devil's flesh. That's not enough. Cosmo tells her that that is the equivalent of maybe one page in one single book in this library. She hits her back. She one-ups her with an even more crazy metaphor. You can only think of Halloween until you die. Halloween is a book written by Cosmo herself. She's in the body of a woman, so I'm calling it a her. The last thing we see before we get out of the mental world is the spine of that book, which is transitioning over to Tolka's master, falling through just an insane amount of books, like just falling this huge shelf with books. It kind of reminds me of Page Master, if you know what I'm talking about. Great movie. And you think, a power like that, how can that be defeated? We get out of the mental world, and pretty much, I'm gonna say immediately after she repeated Halloween back, she burst into flames and just melted away onto the ground. So the smoke is clearing. Quan Shi looks over and she sees Yoshida and Kishibe. She draws her sword up, and then they start putting on blindfolds, which I still don't quite understand. Maybe it has something to do with what Makima is about to do. Because at the end of the chapter, Kishibe says, I don't want to see anything at all, basically. I hope we get an explanation for the blindfolds, because it was kind of weird, and maybe I'm just missing something. But Kishibe and Yoshida are standing there, they put on blindfolds, and then Makima comes flying up, holding a sword out. Quan Shi immediately drops her weapon and surrenders. That's how insane Makima is. Makima's arm is completely healed. Whatever she did off screen, her body is completely back to normal. Quan Shi immediately drops her weapon, surrenders, tells her, you can cut my limbs off, I won't run. I will do anything to save the lives of my fiends. I'll lick your fucking shoes. She was willing to fight the Doll Devil, who had consumed some of the flesh of the Darkness Devil, but immediately surrendered to Makima. I'm not quite sure why Quan Shi thinks that she could surrender and save anyone's life, because I don't know if she remembers this, but they're assassins that have been sent here to kill or take Denji, so I don't think they're gonna let you live. They'd never trust you. They're not gonna send you back. There's no point in letting you rot in prison. Cosmo even fails to use her power on Makima. Makima gets off a badass one-liner. A corpse is talking. And if you remember, this girl really has ears everywhere, because that's the very same line that one of the fiends repeated after Quan Shi killed those devil hunters before they entered the department store and went to hell and all this crazy shit happened. That just proves Makima has ears everywhere. She's completely healed. She's got the same, maybe even faster, insane speed that Quan Shi just showed. Because, yeah, a corpse is talking. All of them already lost their heads. Wow, Makima, dude. It's confirmed at the end of the chapter that Cosmo's power resonated throughout all of the puppets all over the world. There were so many puppets all over the earth that it's actually being put on the news is that people who have lost their ability to speak, save for the word Halloween, have appeared all over the world. Something like that could happen. There are some crazy diseases out there that'll make you fucking dance to death, dude. There's diseases out there that will make you laugh till you die. Coronavirus is fucked up. It's scary. It's killing a lot of people out there. But could you imagine if something like that was spreading all over the earth right now? Holy shit. So once again, we are treated to no break. This is really actually surprising to me. I thought the breaks were going to last longer. I'm glad that they're already over, though. I mean, I'll take it. I love my Chainsaw Man. So one thing about Cosmo's power is that it's currently affecting all of the dolls all over the earth. And maybe a piece of her is inhabiting the brain of all of those people. And all the people that she's turned into weird Halloween zombies already. So this might not be the end of the Quan Chi gang. It appears to be, though. So many things happen in this arc so fast. It just got a little hard for me to follow at some points, even though I was doing a fucking review for every chapter. I need to go back and reread this arc. I think this is the end of the arc. Top tier arc for Chainsaw Man. We got the Reze arc. That was amazing. And then this arc was just insanity. They fucking went to hell, dude. The action was amazing. Denji getting really full of himself, getting really cocky. I don't even think getting his head lopped off before he could realize it is gonna put this boy in his place. I want to see the full power of the chainsaw. It'd be cool to get a little arc where he trains more, like he did when he was training with Kishibe. Because if you ask me, it wasn't enough. Especially with the primordial fears that we are just introduced to. I mean, the Cosmos Fiend, what could Denji have done against something like that? What can anyone do against something like that except for Makima? Because apparently she's a fucking god. Thanks for watching the video. I greatly appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel to keep up with all of the anime and manga content. What would you rate this arc out of 10? It's like an 8 out of 10. It actually could have benefited from being a little longer and diving a little deeper into explaining what is going on at points. Like, don't get me wrong, I don't want it to be Hunter x Hunter, like full pages of just text. It's basically a light novel. But a little more explanation here and there would be pretty cool. I think an anime would flesh out these problems greatly. Maybe we'll see a Chainsaw Man anime announcement in like half a year. We'll have a Chainsaw Man anime by at least a year and a half. I'm gonna call it right now. That's it for this one. Peace out.